Welcome to Teching It Up with Mark. Today we're going to look at style profiles in K2. So there's several ways you could do this, and here we're going to try to match a theme from a particular cola company and see how we can start doing that in smart forms. This is a bit of a challenge. I find it difficult to go through all the elements. So yeah, let's take a look. And thanks for watching. Sorry for the long delay between videos. I had a kid in the meantime, my third, so hopefully we'll get the videos out a little bit more consistently. Our goal today is to look something like this. So from this cola company, we're going to try to reproduce the theme of this page in particular, this contact us thing. We're going to try to match the font as best we can, the overall look and feel of the page, the colors, the text box, things like that. Now, we're not going to be able to reproduce it exactly how it is here, but we'll do our best, and we'll kind of look at some of the capabilities and limitations of the style profile. So let's take a quick look of what a style profile actually is. You can see here on my page, let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see a little bit easier. We have a style profile that I created. I can right click and go new style profile. In there, I'll be able to edit a new style profile. Here, I made the main accent color, this red. In the content panel and background color, I also made these grays. From there, if you go to the advanced settings, you can see that a color palette is kind of formed from these two colors. This works somewhat, but you may need to change a lot of the colors. You could see in this developer toolbar what this actually looks like. You could see some of these text boxes look a little bit more rounded to the theme that we have from the cola page. And we can add external files for our own CSS in there. So if I just put this, actually, since I'm running K2 locally, I just drop this in a folder on the server itself. And there I can host it, but it has to be accessible via URL. And so I just have my local host machine there, and then the folder that I actually put that in. I have this open now in Visual Studio's code, and you can see I tried to add this Noto Sans font that they have here. And I have that by first importing the URL. So here's my CSS. And then with the star here, font family. So if I go to where I've actually implemented this, so let's take a look back here. I have this Coca-Cola contact us, or cola contact us. See if we'll get demonetized. First I have to get monetized to be demonetized though, so I don't know if that's much of an issue. I could see this font here. It looks to be pretty similar. And if I actually take a look at some of these elements themselves, I could see Noto Sans is the font family there. I also see this in the variables itself too. So going through this, if I find something that I need to change, it seems like it was off down to a variable. I could put this in the theme entry ones here, and where I overwrote what was actually in there. Now, for this, I put most of my design changes actually in the style profile in the CSS itself, instead of actually trying to do that in the style profile. I did this for two reasons basically. One, I wanted consistency where I'm doing it. Look at this, I actually changed one thing here and put border color. Two, I think that would be a little bit easier to move from system to system. I'd rather have that be outside. We could also change the form here that we want to preview. So if I put that to the Coke contact us, Cola contact us, I could see what this looks like here. And it's actually looking pretty good. However, one thing that we definitely have wrong here, and we'll go through right here, is this, is this submit button here. So we see rounded edges here, and this one kind of looks default, a little bit too big, no rounded edges. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to reverse engineer this a little bit. Figure out what it is. I'll actually go to ChatGPT, ask about rounded buttons, basic rounded buttons. So I guess the thing we want is border radius. Let's try that. Just filter the style here. We'll actually do it on my page, might be a little bit easier. First we'll select the button itself, which is actually a link, not a button. We have our style here, filter for radius, border radius. What do we have there? Var. So a var means it's come from a variable in our CSS sheet. To go back to that, we see some of the variables here. This is double backslash or double dash, and then our variable name. But let's test this by just putting in something directly. Click on that. They say put it at 25 points or pixels. We'll try that, 25 px. Not bad. I also saw maybe 50 px. Let's see. So we'll put this at 50 px. Much nicer. I like that. So we have that hard-coded here. I just need to see what that variable name is. Radius, come on, come back to me. There we are. Button rounding, easy enough. So I'll copy this variable as button rounding. I'm going to add this to our style sheet here. Button rounding, 50px, colon, save that. Now, what is no fun here? Maybe this isn't necessary, it feels necessary though. I need to add this again, so it only notices the changes at first. And what I'm actually going to do here is copy this URL from there, just so I don't have to do it. As far as I know, there's no easy way to copy it. This is why I'm doing it through this. Copy that. I'll open it in another browser too. Oops. Just in case I have to copy this link again. Remove it. Link external file. Put this in. Link external file. Alright. Let's see if it rounded my button. Not yet. Put finish. We'll do an IS reset, which is basically just restarting the web server if you're not familiar with that command. You might have to do this as an administrator, just so you know. And let's refresh here. This will probably take about 30 seconds or so to refresh. Hopefully I'll speed this up on the video itself. In the meantime too, we could look at some of the changes that I made. So a lot of them was for the font family, and I had to put that in at several places. Input rounding, border rounding. I think this was for the controls here to try to make it a little bit more accurate. And look at that, it didn't work. Let's try and Control F5. There we go. We got a round button. Looks a little bit better. I know this is red. Looks like this should be bolded too, the text in there. Let's just take a look to see if they bolded that text. I'm just going to clear the filtering here. Oh, did we lose our element? Alright, right on what we need. Main form, box, font size, 16 px. I wish there was a go back here. Alright. Let's see. Font size, line height. I think font weight, that's what we want. Heavy, which is bold. Okay. So the additional things here, we have to try to make this font weight bold. And let's try to make that a little bit more skinny. So, back to this. This is a lot of work, obviously, doing this. Font family. Alright, web button. We have the font family, so I think we'd want to add it here. I don't know what the difference between these two classes are, of course. Padding. But I think I'm going to put it in button primary. That would probably make more sense. Let's do it here. What I'll do is I'll add this to our style sheet. Let's see. So this way we're targeting the class. And we have font weight. I think we can just put bold in there. Let's see. Awesome. Bold. Alright, we'll save that. Go through this process again. I'll actually try to add the line height to this too. Let's just try to put this in here though, see if it helps. Font weight. Bold. Good. Not great, but good. Seems like the font's wrong too, huh? Font family. Button font family. Look at that. We had to put that in something else. This is a little bit crazy. Alright. Button font family. Actually, we do have that as Noto Sans. Alright. Let's look on the height here too. We can do two at once. Button class. Alright. Alright, go back to the top here. Let's see. I computed it might be a little bit easier. Top left. EFG. Height, 40 pixels. Not good with pixel size, but let's see. Height. Line height. Height auto. Let's try this at 40 pixels. Better. Still doesn't seem quite right, but we'll add this. Make it longer. So I'm just going to add this to our style sheet. This will do it for all buttons. Hopefully I don't have this listed twice, but if so, it's not a big deal. 40px. Good. We'll save that. And now we want to make this longer too. So I'm going to actually do that in the form itself, or the view. So this is going to be something, unfortunately, that's always going to be difficult. Do you do this in the theme? Do you do this on the form? Do you do this on the view? And the answer is always going to be different. You could see how this looks in the view itself. The submit button. Look at, we have the width here. Let's see what this width is. It's probably in the cell or something like that. With 544 pixels. That seems way too big, but let's give it a try. Mouse is a little bit frozen. Hopefully things are, being actually recorded here. This seems crazy. 544 pixels. Show me. Nah, maybe not so crazy. Alright, let's refresh this. Not that one, but ours. We're going to be missing some of our other things from before. So like we did before, I'm just going to remove and add this theme again. In the style profile, which I need to open up again, unfortunately. Get rid of this for now. Edit. Back to our developer tab. I'll remove this. Add this external file again. Link external file. Look at this. Our button's looking pretty good. Except for that height, huh? Alright. Saved it. Refresh this. Why is that height wrong? Did I put it in there? 40 pixels. Something must be overriding it. We'll do a Control F5 just to make sure. Oh, good. Control F5 did it. Something in the cache. So I think we'll leave it as it is for now. We still got a lot of work to do on this, but it's looking a little bit better. Looking a little bit better than a typical smart form. What I would work on next is probably a script for this. So we would want this bar to look nice and give us the links, and I think we could do that pretty easily with a script. I would try to take what's here. It's probably some kind of framework in the background. We'd have to reverse engineer that a little bit, and then that would hopefully work on this within our own form. So as you can see, theme here is improved. We just need a menu bar across, and although it doesn't look perfect, this is still a good improvement from the standard theme, at least in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. If there's any comments about how I'm formatting, if you can understand me or not, if there's anything in particular you'd like me to look at, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll keep on working on our subscriber count, and have a good day. Thank you. Bye.